France has today claimed Britain is desperate to sign a Brexit deal with the European Union because of the impact of the coronavirus on the country's economy. A day after President Emmanuel Macron and Boris Johnson's cordial meeting in London, France's Europe minister has suggested the UK had more to lose from a no-deal than the bloc. Amélie de Montchalin added there are still a chance both sides could fail to reach an agreement before the transition period expires at the end of the year. "I am not ruling out anything," she said. She added, "Those who need a deal the most are the British. They cannot withstand a second shock after the epidemic. They will not have access to the safety net that is Europe, nor to the recovery plan." Ms. Montchalin lashed out at the government's decision not to extend the post-Brexit transition, insisting France would not compromise under pressure. She said, "We will not give in to this pressure of the calendar, to this final sprint that the British want to impose on us, hoping that we will yield. We want to protect our businesses, our fishermen, our farmers," she added. "What we want is a balanced relationship." Mr. Johnson yesterday welcomed Mr. Macron to London to mark the 80th anniversary of Charles de Gaulle's historic radio broadcast from the capital to rally the French resistance. During their meeting, the Prime Minister warned that Brexit talks cannot drag on into the autumn. He said it does not make sense to keep extending talks on a new trading relationship with the EU beyond the summer. The British and Brussels negotiating teams have agreed to accelerate the talks in July in the hope of making a breakthrough. A Downing Street spokeswoman said, the Prime Minister welcomed the agreement to intensify talks in July and underlined that the UK does not believe it makes sense for there to be prolonged negotiations into the autumn. Mr. Macron told Mr. Johnson that France is still supporting his efforts to strike a Brexit deal, according to an Élysée source.